Why mining employers don't like hiring new starters. Conversations about mining. Hi everybody, I'm here today without Jess. She's had a few little issues going on, so I've just decided to do a video today and answer a question that a lot of people ask and want to know about. And when we talk about why employers don't like hiring new starters, because I go through it a lot on the channel with how they don't like it because it costs them a lot of time and money and all that sort of stuff. But I just wanted to take you through the practical examples of why people don't like it. All right, so if we come over to the training and have a look at the training, you'll see down in this section here, you can click on this section here and it will take you through to a PDF of what the course outline is. And in this one, we're just going to talk about truck driving and what happens with truck driving when they're brand new, when people are brand new to the industry. For the example today, we are going to talk about a gold mine that is mining at 5 grams per tonne. A lot of mines mine a little bit under that, a lot of mines mine a lot over that, and we're going to use the 65-tonne trucks as the example of the trucks that they're going to go in. So these are all mines that are around Australia, and this is our map of the country. So these are all the gold and copper mines around Australia that are looking for people. So we're talking about a 65-tonne underground dump truck. So at 5 grams per tonne, that's roughly 10 ounces per truck that you are hauling out. Now, what happens when people are brand new and they just get by themselves is that they go slow, and it's not deliberate, but it's just things that they're not picking up yet. It talks about it in the training, operating the truck smoothly. Yeah, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You don't want to be a rip, tip, tear operator. You want to be a smooth operator. You'll go slowly to start with, but then you'll pick up speed. And while you're going slowly, the companies just burn money. And what do I mean by that? So we're using our 10-tonne, our 65-tonne underground truck as an example. So for the swing that we're up there for 7 days and I'm brand new, or I'm just been let loose by myself and I'm still getting the hang of it, so I'm a little bit slow, and let's say that I get one less truck than I would normally be expected to of ore. So that's 7 trucks in the week that's less, that they're down. They still have that amount of ore in the ground. It's still coming out. What it does by not coming up is it affects your weekly cash flow. And so if you don't get, that's why it's really important that you meet your weekly totals, because it's like a business like everything else. They've got to meet the bottom line. If there's not enough money in the account to pay wages because it's still in the ground, then you've got a big problem. And that's what they're trying to avoid. So if you're supposed to be getting 8 trucks of ore up each day per truck driver, each shift per truck driver, and you're only getting 7, or even if it goes down to 6, then you'll cost 7 or 14 trucks for the week. Now, where the problem is with the underground side of things is because you're driving up and down a decline, there's not a lot of room to pass or do other stuff. So what ends up happening is that if you've got 4 trucks in the rotation that are all following everybody around, normally that if that initial truck driver slows you down to the point that you're losing a truck, everybody loses a truck. So instead of for the week you just lose 7 trucks, you don't just lose 7 trucks, you lose 28 trucks. And 28 trucks works out to be 280 ounces of gold, and at the moment that's just a little bit under $1 million. And if you have a really bad experience where somebody's really not doing well, and it's easy to do that, if you get caught up in the loading bays, loading the truck, or even when you're tipping the truck up on the waste dump or up on the ROM, if you get caught up and you can't keep up, then it's easy to fall behind and get in the way of people and slow everybody down. So if you're slowing everybody down to the tune of 2 trucks for the first swing that you're up there, you're going to cost them 56 trucks, which is 560 ounces of gold at the moment, and that's just a little bit under $2 million for the week that you've cost them. So it's an expense that's ongoing, and every time you get these new truck drivers through, you're going to wear this and it's going to come down, so you have to build it into your system a lot of the time. So once you get, you come on board, the pressure's on to go from the required 8 up to 9 a day, so everybody's making it back again. But, you know, the ideal thing is just to get into a rhythm where people are getting those 8 trucks out a day, so you're making the target. Because if you don't put the gold or the tons up on the ROM, they can't put it through the mill. If they can't put it through the mill, then they can't process it. And if they can't process it, they can't sell it, and they can't pay your wages. And it's as simple as that. And a lot of people get blown away by the numbers. But yeah, if you costing the company 14 trucks for your 7 days because you're going slow, that's $500,000 on its own. Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of money, but that's why they don't like hiring new starters. But unfortunately, with the gold and the copper mines, they've got no choice to. Everybody around the country is looking for people. There's just jobs everywhere. And you can come over to the Wall of Fame page, which I've just recently updated, to see that there's jobs all over the country. And you can read from the people that have gotten jobs by using the training, because they know how the mine works and they're going to be up to speed quickly. And that's what the employers are looking for, because if they don't, if it takes you a lot of time to get up to speed, then it's going to cost the employers a lot of money. So all you have to do is type underground into Seek to see where all the jobs are. There's lots of jobs around the country. Everybody's looking. There's entry level in Mount Isa. There's entry level here in WA. It's all around the country. Everybody's looking for people. New South Wales. It's all over the place, but you've just got to give them what they want, somebody that knows how their mine works. And you can use the training packages to do that. We do the DIY, we do the work ready, and we do the 3-step plan package, depending on how much support you want. But the key thing is to learn the information so you can put yourself in a position where you can be up and running and autonomous and productive as quickly as possible. And productive means that you're doing exactly the same as everybody else. So I hope that answers your question. A lot of people don't realise that the mining companies have got a lot of fixed costs when you're running a mine. So it costs you, however much it costs you per week, regardless of what happens. And so if for whatever reason you've got trainees on and they're just not getting the loads out, it just comes straight off your bottom line. And you can only do that for so long before it seriously affects the company. And that's why all the companies are looking for experienced people, but they've got no choice. So if you can offer them somebody that knows what's going on and knows that this is part of the whole deal and that they've got to get up to speed, because it's important for the company to make money and to keep everything going by doing the required amount, it just makes a huge difference for yourself getting the job, because it shows them that you know exactly what you're walking yourself into and you're prepared for it. So I hope you found that information helpful, and if you could share this video around and like and subscribe the channel. Thanks.